again. This is How to Be a Raw Vegan, episode 6. A lot of people have asked me, what is this cleanse that you keep talking about? It's Cleanse 28. It can be found on www.cleanse.net. And the doctor who developed it is named Dr. Richard Anderson. And his story is a miraculous one. You'll be just absolutely inspired to do his cleanse. If you read his book, Cleanse and Purify Thyself, Book 1, this cleanse will absolutely transform your mind, body, and soul. That's the cleanse that I keep talking about. So, with that out of the way, let's move on here. I really feel like the FDA has created this system. 95% of our society reads these charts that say, I need this amount of this every day. I need to avoid this. I need to take in more of this. Day by day by day. I haven't had my protein today, for instance. Protein is a huge one. I haven't got enough vitamin A. This is a system that the FDA has developed, and many people feel like they should trust the FDA, even vegetarians and raw foodists, but they tell us to eat meat. I mean, how are we going to trust these people if they're already telling us all these lies? I believe that the body, once it's been cleaned up a bit, can do a heck of a lot more with the food that you put into it, with the nutrients that you put into it. And so a lot of these raw foodists, they become fanatical and they become unhappy because they feel like they need all this nutrition all the time, and they haven't had their second meal of the day. All they had was their smoothie, and they didn't put enough goji berries in it or something. And this is like this day by day process that I really don't think is going to help. So it's about, I think it's our duty to break away from this system, this numerical system that is just, it's bullcrap. It comes from a lie. And if we continue in our path of raw foodism and cleansing and relying on the food that has been produced by our earth, then I believe that we can live a lot more worry-free. The body is a miraculous tool. People say, back to this protein thing, people say, I need protein. I can't be a vegetarian. I need the protein. I'm so active. But the protein that a non-vegetarian or even a vegetarian is probably taking in is so not accessible by their body. And that's why they feel like they need more and more, because it's not helping them. This protein, let's say for instance there's a slab of ham. The FDA will say 9 grams of protein is in this slab of ham. But the protein that the pig that the ham, the pig meat that they have cut off their body is protein that has already been eaten and digested, assimilated and crystallized by and metabolized by the pig. It's already been through the process of digestion. So what the monkey man does is go and cut off its flesh and eat it, but it's already been through the process. It's an absolute miracle that you can even get protein from that. So the important factor is what your body can do with what you put in it. And what your body can do will surprise you if you start doing some cleansing, and if you start eating raw food. It will surprise you. You have a miraculous tool to work with here. Another thing is the hunger that people experience. There's two different kinds. There's the hunger when you don't have enough nutrients and your body needs, nutrition, and there's the hunger that you experience habitually, even when the body has been well fed for days and days and days. And those create two different kinds of mood or behavior. The first one, the ravenous hunger, where you don't have enough nutrition to support your body cells and your bones, and your body starts eating itself basically because it needs to replenish its tissues. And then the other kind of hunger, it's much more chill. You can be hungry and still be happy. You can still have energy and still be hungry, because your body has everything it needs. The only reason that a raw foodist would feel like, oh, I haven't had enough to eat, I'm so hungry, I'm so tired, I'm so in need of my goji berries, is because they think that that's real. They think that they are in the same boat as all the people around them who are like, I'm so hungry, I'm going to pass out, I'm starving to death. That's a huge one. So the SAD diet, the standard American diet hunger, is horrible. It's like having to pee or having to poop in public or something. It's like uncomfortable. I have to eat. I have to eat. I have to shit. I have to pee. It's this very torturous sensation. Whereas if your body is if your body has been taking proper nutrition, you can feel deep hunger. You can not eat for days and feel really hungry, but still manifest an okay attitude, because your body is not really starving. It's just that you're emptying out, and the body's saying soon would be a good time, but it's not saying feed me now, because that's basically slavery. You're a slave to your body if that is happening. Fortunately, there is this cure, and it is to cleanse the body and to eat raw food, because you'll see how much more filling it is and how much further it takes you once you get over the initial hump of cleansing. In episode 4, I talked about how we're much more happy when we're dutiful and awake and alert, and I want to elaborate on that because I just kind of said it without providing an example. I think if we look at all the creatures in nature, we'll see that they work non-stop, unceasingly. We can't really tell for sure, but they look so happy, they have so much energy, and they eat raw food. Nature's creatures eat raw food, and their natural state is duty. And you may say, well, my dog, he lays around like a useless slob every day, but that's because you're feeding him cooked food, you're feeding him processed food, and you're locking him inside all day. So, that was just a thought I had. So, there's something I really would like to convey now as I close this episode. We should never let our lifestyle or our quote-unquote diet create separateness. We should never look at others as if they are over there and we are over here, and that we are these rivals or that we're these enemies or something. We should always, 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 when we see people treating their bodies wrongly, not to judge them, not to look down upon them, because that ultimately will pull us down. That ultimately will make us fall from the higher choice that we have made. We should always try to look beyond their ego's choices to their blessed soul that is waiting for their ego to say, I want to do what my soul wants to do. And that, in turn, will bless us all. Thank you.